YouTube. This is my my 19-20 week update on my pregnancy. Not that much has been happening actually. I had some pain on my left side, and it was painful for like a day and a half. And I was told it's because my hip is starting to separate because my hips aren't big enough apparently. My other side hasn't separated yet. I've been craving oatmeal raisin cookies, and we're going shopping today, so I can finally get them. Yay! I went to the doctor's yesterday to get my ultrasound. My appointment was for 1 o'clock, right? Well, when I got there, they're like, you must have been mistaken. It's actually 2 o'clock. Which, in my head, I was thinking, yeah, right, you're just shoving me aside. So, I just walked around. I was with my mother-in-law. I walked around the hospital, looked at the gift store, and then we went and got something to eat in the cafeteria. And then they wouldn't take debit cards, so I had to go run to the ATM, and the ATM wasn't working, so it took me like 15 minutes to get some money out of it. Then we ate, and then we waited some more, and then 2:10 came around, and then I finally got my appointment. I had a male doctor. This time, all through my whole pregnancy, I had women doctors. Well, is it me, or does it seem like the men doctor just don't seem to care? Because this one, he was just, he barely talked to me. He started doing the ultrasound. He didn't say anything for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay, so does everything look okay? And he's like, oh yeah, everything's fine. I'm like, okay. And then I was like, yes, we really want to know the sex of the baby. He's like, well, I'm just going to measure the organs and stuff. I'm not really to find out the sex of the baby. I'm like, well, while you're doing that, you can find out the sex of the baby for me. He's like, well, if I get around to it. And I said, I think you will get around to it. I was giving him a little bit of an attitude because he had no right to give me an attitude. So he finally looked, and what everybody guessed, mostly everybody, it's a boy. I figured too. My mother-in-law was disappointed, but she said she's happy though. My husband, he's kind of disappointed too. He wanted that little girl, his little princess, but he still doesn't want to admit that it's a boy. I think when the baby's born, he'll be like, oh, my son. He'll warm up to the idea. I know he will. Just, he has to comprehend that it's not his little girl this time. Next time, I hope. The ultrasound guy gave me 2 pictures, but the horrible pictures. He just, like, picked 2 pictures and printed them out. The horrible pictures. Let me show you. So you can't even really see it. Well, there's the lips a little bit, and the nose, and then the weird body. And then here's the butt, and here's the peanut wiener, the boy part. I'm gonna call the hospital, and later on in a few months, and schedule for another ultrasound so I can have better pictures. I would love to have a face picture. Let me show my belly. Tuesday I'll be 21 weeks. I'm sorry, I won't wait so long to do a video. I was trying to do one yesterday, but my batteries kept dying, so I finally got them charged up. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Next weekend, I'm going to have a wonderful weekend. Next weekend, on Sunday, well, it's like the end of the weekend. Sunday, I would be married for a whole year. Me and my husband would be married for a whole year. And the very next day, on Monday, I'll be 22. My birthday. Woo! So, Anywho, bye everybody. Hugs.